everybody. So today I'm here to give you my review of Sherlock Gnomes. And I was not a big fan of the first Gnomeo and Juliet movie. So if you're a huge fan of that movie, then I don't know what you'll think of this. I really don't. Because most of the time spent with the original characters is them arguing. And so I don't know. This is the kind of movie for children that thinks it's really funny when characters argue and are kind of annoying. And I found all of the characters to be shrill and annoying and unlikable. Like Sherlock Holmes is always a little bit annoying, but here he was very annoying as Sherlock Gnomes. They have a pretty good vocal cast, and I like the way that they do the sound mixing of this movie, and you can hear the clink, 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 clink of the porcelain as the various characters move. I think that's really cool. I also like that when Sherlock Gnomes would go into his head and you saw his process, it was in 2D, and that was actually kind of charming. And they sort of almost look like an MC Escher a drawing, so that was sort of fun. And then at the end in the credits they had these sort of 1970s looking 2D animations of the characters that were way better than anything we got in the movie. But so that was fun. So you could tell that, and the animation isn't bad, it's fine, it's just your generic CG animation. It's not like Norm of the North or something like that that's just horrible. All the voice cast is fine, like it's not their fault. They have a really talented voice cast here. Emily Blunt and Johnny Depp is fine. I'm not a big fan of his, but it was fine. All the different voice cast was fine. Maggie Smith's in here for a little bit, but basically Gnomeo and Juliet both get into this fight. They end up with and then there ends up being this mystery, and they end up with Sherlock and Watson, who are also fighting the whole time. And there's, I have to say, a bunch of the jokes that are horrible that were in the trailer are actually not in the movie, so I guess that's a plus. There's not as much toilet humor as you expect. There's one troll that wears the thong, and there's one that's on a toilet the whole time, but I didn't think that was funny at all. But there's not as much of that as you think by the trailer. And but there's also not very much music. If you really liked the musical segments in the first movie, you might be disappointed because there's only like 3, I think, here. And they're very, I don't know, like Elton John can write good songs, but there's just no reason they don't make sense within the story, and they're just kind of random. Yeah, I just found the movie to be kind of unpleasant, and just a lot of fighting and the characters that I didn't like, and I don't know, like, I guess if it wouldn't be like, I don't know, like I want to say, like, yeah, you could put it on as a red box or whatever, like it's not Norm of the North bad. But in my opinion, I don't know, I just don't like bringing that kind of fighting and this things. Like, to me, this is definitely like on a Minions level of a movie, which I hated Minions. Like, this makes more sense than Minions, but I just thought the writing in that was so sloppy. But the villain in here is definitely more annoying than the villain in Minions. I really hated James Corden, he's been on a bad streak. I mean, when Peter Rabbit is your best movie, that's not a good sign. Yeah. Oh, and he was very annoying here to me as this villain. And I don't know, I didn't like the gargoyles. They were annoying. There wasn't any character that I didn't find kind of grating and shrill and irritating, and I just can't recommend it. I didn't care for it. Maybe you'll watch it and you won't find those things annoying. And I mean, and yeah, I hated the trailer, and I was skeptical, but I always go in with an open mind because I'm the person who hated the trailers of Nut Job 2 and went in and actually liked it and thought it was funny. And so, this movie could have done a Nut Job 2 for me. and ended up making me like it. But it just didn't, I didn't care for it. So I don't know. I'd give it like a D grade. Definitely frown worthy. I don't recommend it. Go try to find something else. Even Peter Rabbit's much better, I think, than this, personally. You think if you get to see Sherlock Gnomes, what do you think of it? And thanks so much. Please subscribe to my channel. I'll talk to you later. Bye.